John, are you still at work? Are you working overtime again? Can you come to the hospital right now? I'm at St. Peter's.
Huh? What happened?
My dad started feeling some pain in his chest. I called the ambulance and they took him there.
What? No way.
It was so sudden, I didn't know what to do. Can you please come with me? I need your support.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't.
What?
I want to, but I'm swamped with work. I probably won't be home till midnight.
Oh,
Anyways, how's your dad?
I don't know anything yet.
Is he conscious?
No, he's been unconscious ever since they brought him in.
I see. Well, your father's getting old. Anything can happen, right?
Yeah, but...
Oh well, I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
Well, maybe when you get back from work, you could stop by the hospital?
Do I really have to?
What?
He's not awake, right? It doesn't make sense for me to go if he's unconscious, right? It's a waste of time.
What the hell? Aren't you worried about my father?
Of course I'm worried about him. It doesn't matter if I go right now. He won't even notice I'm there. It's not like he's going to get better if I go. Honestly, it's pointless. You being there is enough, right?
What a horrible thing to say.
Well, your father was a good help. If he ever wakes up, you tell him, thank you for all your help over the years. Well, there's a good chance he won't make it, though. I'll make sure to tell him on his funeral.
Hold on. Are you being serious?
What?
Why are you being so insensitive? That's inappropriate.
Huh? Is it?
You're talking like he's gone already. He treated you so well, right? And that's what you're going to say about him?
He did treated me well, but that's life. I can't do anything about it. Parents passing away before their children is natural.
You're being too cold. Saying it's useless to go when they're unconscious? Shouldn't you be worried that he's unconscious?
You know what? I have my own reasons. I'm working on a very important project. I might get promoted. Everything is depending on it.
Oh, I see.
That's why I'm telling you I just can't leave work like this. But don't forget, you're able to live the way you do because of my job too. Don't get too demanding. Don't you want me to get a promotion?
Of course I appreciate your hard work. And I'd be happy to see you get a promotion. But I'm working too.
Work? Your job is just for fun.
Just for fun?
It's just a part-time job. You earn way less than me. Just because you're earning that little money, you can't be acting like you got a real job.
I work with pride even though I don't earn a lot. Also, the reason I don't earn as much as I used to is because I had to take care of my father. If you helped more with household chores and caregiving, I could have earned more.
You've got to be kidding me. Are you trying to force me to take care of your father and do house chores?
I'm not forcing you or anything. I just want you to spend more time with your family.
I'm disappointed.
Huh?
I've been working my ass off and you're still not satisfied.
I told you I'm grateful for you. It's just... I wish you could help me with the house with everything that's going on. I already lost my mom. I don't have any family. You're the only one I can rely on.
We are family, but your father feels like a stranger to me.
A stranger?
I mean, we're not blood related. Well, when it comes down to it, everyone else is just a stranger, right?
That's it. I won't depend on you.
What the hell? Are you mad?
I don't expect anything from someone who calls my father a stranger.
Oh, come on. Don't take it personally.
I'm the one who should be disappointed in you.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you ask that relative?
Huh?
Your relative that you talked about before? The one you said moving close to us? I don't remember their name because it's none of my business, but you're related to them, right? So why don't you ask them to do something about it?
I might have to ask them for some help.
Then you'll be fine without me.
You really are insensitive, huh?
Enough about that. What's going to happen to the inheritance?
What?
The inheritance. Your dad's inheritance.
Do you really have to bring that up now? He's still alive.
He is, but it's just a matter of time, right? Since things will get hectic with funeral preparations after he passes, I thought it'd be best to discuss everything now. So, how much inheritance are we talking about? I remember your dad had quite a bit of land, right? And I heard he got stocks too. So there should be a good amount of inheritance. You'd be aware of this, wouldn't you? Hello? Lara? What's wrong? Are you ignoring me? Damn, the moment we started talking about money, you're gonna ignore me. Oh well, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Lara, how is your dad doing?
The surgery was a success.
Oh, he had surgery?
Yes. The doctor said he's going to be fine now.
Seriously?
What's so funny?
No, I just think it's amazing.
What?
I mean, he was rushed to the ER last night, right? And this morning, he's all fine. It's amazing how far medical science has come.
Yes, it is.
He might live longer than you think.
I hope so. I hope he lives a long life. I know you don't want him to, though.
Come on. It's not that. Are you still upset about last night?
You think anyone would be okay with what you were saying?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't make it to the hospital. I have an important work. You can't blame me for it. Also, the surgery went good, right? So everything is fine. I don't know what you are upset about.
Everything is fine?
What? I mean, it turned out fine, didn't it?
Why are you like this? You're insane.
Don't be exaggerated.
You're way worse than that, honestly.
Well, let me ask you something. Imagine if you were in my position. You're working an important job with a promotion at stake. If my dad was rushed to the hospital, would you go?
Yeah, I will.
He just got rushed to the hospital, you know? Normally, you wouldn't go, right?
I'm going.
Oh, come on. Don't lie to me.
Most people go, especially if it's family.
But he didn't raise you, though.
But he raised you, my husband. So he's my family, too.
Are you serious? I think you should think about that.
Why?
I already told you about this. People who aren't blood related are just strangers. In the end, anyone other than yourself is just a stranger. Whether my parents are okay or not, it has nothing to do with you, right? Yet you prioritize family over work. If you keep having such naive thoughts, you'll end up in a bad situation someday.
Whatever happens to my family, I'd still want to be there for them. You told me before we got married. Being kind to others is what you love about me.
I said that. It's been so long I can't even remember. But seriously, I think we need to consider practical aspects when thinking about the future. There's a possibility of expanding our family. Wouldn't it be tough if we keep doing things for them? Now, speaking of practical matters, what's going to happen with your dad's inheritance?
Are you talking about that again?
Because you never answered my question.
His surgery was successful and he's on the road to recovery.
But considering his age, you never know what's going to happen, right?
Are you assuming he's going to get sick again?
I'm not saying that. But you know, since your dad is wealthy, it's natural to be curious, right? If I were in his position, I'd take care of the inheritance process before I die. I'd make sure it's used for child support or to help with living expenses or something like that. That's the duty of someone with money, right?
What are you trying to say?
What?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Then I'll tell you. I also get a share of your father's inheritance, right? You always seem reluctant to talk about inheritance in front of me. But hey, don't keep it all for yourself. Share some with me too. I can tell, you know.
What? You're the one who's gonna pay, not to receive.
Huh? Pay for what?
I'll take care of the paperwork. You just have to sign it.
What? What do you mean, paperwork? What are you talking about?
I think it's time for you to look for another job.
Huh?
You said something about an important project. I don't think you're gonna get that promotion.
Wait a minute. What's up with you all of a sudden? Not getting a promotion? What?
You'll see. Bye.
What the hell? I have no idea what you're talking about. Lara, what did you do?
What's wrong? I'm at the hospital and can't answer the phone right now. I mean, aren't you at work right now? Why are you on your phone?
My boss just called me. He told me I'm fired.
Oh my.
This is all you, huh? What the hell did you do?
I didn't do anything, okay?
Bullshit. You said something about looking for another job. That's what you said earlier.
I just took your advice.
What? What are you talking about?
You told me to get help from my relatives who live nearby.
I did, but...
I talked to that relative about this case right away.
So, what does it have to do with me getting fired?
You didn't know? He's the executive director of your company.
Huh?
I'm stunned. I can't believe you don't know who the big boss is at your company.
Executive director? Are you kidding me?
He's my uncle, my father's brother.
Uncle? But he doesn't have the same last name as your father.
My uncle changed his last name when he got married.
Oh my God.
You saw him a few times in the neighborhood. You didn't know until now?
No, I didn't. I never say hello to my neighbors when I pass them. I don't even look at them.
I don't know if that's a good way to behave as a member of society.
I mean, if he lives so close, why didn't you tell me?
Because my uncle told me not to.
What?
He wants to see how you act outside the office. He told me not to say anything until you notice.
No way.
But this incident has convinced him. He said you are a worse person.
Huh?
Instead of getting a promotion, you got fired. I'm sorry about that.
Wow. You've been talking bad about me, huh?
I just told him the truth. When my father was rushed to the hospital, you said you were working overtime and didn't show up at the hospital.
Oh.
Uncle, he was appalled. No one was supposed to be working overtime yesterday, but you had an important project. You were at the office till after 9 p.m., right? What does that mean?
Well,
I mean, under the circumstances, you lied about working late and didn't even bother to come to the hospital. Where the hell have you been then?
no, I mean, it was work. I was out drinking with a business partner. It's part of my job. It was an important client. I can't just leave like that.
Yeah, right.
What?
You were out on a date with a coworker.
How did you know?
I heard there was a rumor going around the office that you are having an affair. So after talking to my uncle, he immediately checked with her. He asked where she was last night and who she was with.
Wow, seriously?
She confessed right away. You started hitting on her about a year ago and then started dating. It seems you often sneaked out during work hours for dates. It's only normal to get fired. She also said you went to the hotel after work.
Damn, you hypocrite.
What?
I'm talking about you. It's ridiculous. Kind to others. You're a bitch, you know that? Using relatives to get me fired.
It wasn't my fault you got fired. You were cheating on me. You had this coming.
Well, I don't care if you found out. I don't care if I got fired either. With my father-in-law's inheritance, I can just relax and live comfortably from now on.
Wow. Seriously? You think you're still gonna get something from him?
Well, of course I do. You're the only daughter, and you're married to me, so I'm entitled to it. We're family.
I have a promissory note from my father.
What? A promissory note?
What? You don't even remember the money? You were in debt before you married me, right? You were addicted to gambling when you were a student, and even after you got a job, you still couldn't pay it back. Moreover, you borrowed from high-interest consumer finance, so all you were paying was interest. My father covered that debt and paid it off. You signed it.
No, wait. I remember that. But didn't he say that I don't need to pay him back? Bringing that up now won't change anything since there's nothing to repay.
Wow. You remember it in your own convenient way. You conveniently forget the important parts, don't you?
What's the point? And what do you mean by important parts?
Dad had conditions where you didn't have to repay the debt, right?
Conditions? Was there a condition?
Did you forget? Well, if you've forgotten, it's best to check the agreement again. It clearly stated at the bottom. I've given you a copy to ensure everything is transparent and above board, haven't I?
Maybe I did, but I don't have it with me right now. What's the condition?
If you make my daughter happy, you don't have to pay me back. If my daughter feels unhappy, if her husband is the cause of the divorce, etc., I demand full repayment. That's what it says.
Yeah. I vaguely remember that conversation. The point is, if we don't get divorced, we're good, right? As long as we stay married, I don't have to pay my debt.
Do you really think we can continue this marriage after all you did?
What about it?
You're having an affair.
I'm sorry I cheated on you. But you know, sometimes I just want to let loose. I work hard every day for the family. Cut me some slack for having a little fun with a younger girl, will you?
You've been going out with her for a year.
I'm breaking up with her. I'll only make you happy from now on. You don't want to leave me either, right? So I don't have to pay back my debt, right? Is that okay?
Divorce me.
Huh? Wait a minute. Divorce for just one affair? I said I won't do it again. Divorce is a big deal.
Cheating is one thing. But what's even worse is prioritizing your affair over my father. And on top of that, calling my father a stranger. And then demanding a share of the inheritance because we're family? I have no intention of staying married to a scumbag like you.
Hold on. I'll be home soon. Stop saying you want a divorce.
It's too late. I already told my uncle about the divorce.
I told you to wait. Let's calm down for once. Cool down first before you make such decisions you might regret later.
I'm calm.
I'm sorry. I couldn't be there for you when you needed me.
It's too late to apologize now.
I'm really sorry. Please, listen to me.
I'll see you in court.
What?
I've already made my mind.
Please. I can't handle being in debt and losing my job. Hey, could you talk to your uncle for me? I don't care about getting promoted, but please, don't fire me. I'll be homeless if I don't do something.
You're damn right. I'm going home to my parents. You can't even pay the rent by yourself.
Lara, please think about it.
Over my dead body. Goodbye. Don't try to contact me again.
Lara!
After that, John and I got divorced. John ended up unemployed and struggling with debt. He couldn't pay rent and had to move out. Now he's living in his car and working part-time jobs. I didn't hold back on demanding alimony. So John's likely stuck repaying debts forever. But hey, that's on him. As for me, I crashed with Dad for a bit post-divorce. And now my dad has recovered. I got myself my own place. I also went back to working full-time. Life's good, despite the failed marriage.